Hey everybody, this is a fresh screencast for Friday, December 14th, and let's cut right to the chase. We're going to get you set up for your assignment. It's a little layer activity and some practice and creativity. So, on your desktop, everybody was given a folder yesterday called Photoshop files for 6th graders. If you were absent, I went in behind and was able to get it over to your desktop, so you guys all have a copy of it. But what we're going to do is we'll be using some of this stuff today. All right. So first of all, let's open up the file in that folder called Food for Students. It's a Photoshop file. It's got some random stuff in it. There it is. And so there is our file. All right. Something new you're going to be working on today is learning to composite or put multiple objects from one file into a fresh new file. All right, so we're going to change your interface today. We're going to hide that gray back wall called the application frame so that we have a little bit more freedom in moving around our files. All right, so first of all, with this file kind of floating, let's go to Window and uncheck application frame. And that will, of course, hide the application frame, the gray background. You guys will see Ralphie back there, whereas I see my little bit different colored desktop. And so after we do that, we're going to go to File and choose New Blank File. And keep it in the same size we've been working. The 640 by 480 flavor is fine. For the name of the file, you can call this thing Veg Head, because you're going to make a veg head out of this. And then the object of the game here is to take the original file, which is next to your blank file, and you're going to use the selection techniques you've been learning, right? Both quick select and selection brush. You can't rely on just one or the other today. And one by one, you're going to be selecting the objects. So I'm selecting this yellow melon looking thing. And after you select it, you're going to take the move tool. It's vital that you choose the move tool. Okay? Some of you will choose a different tool and it's not going to work. So when you take the move tool, you're going to drag the selected region from here and drop it into your brand new blank file, and there you go. You've just moved an object over. Okay? And then it's really important when you go back to your original file that you deselect. All right? Because if you don't, you're going to bring in two objects at once. All right, and so we continue, right? Let's say I want to grab this mushroom. Okay, so I quick select it, and then I use my move tool and I bring that over. All right, so that is how you bring objects over. You're going to want to name them correctly, right? That's part of the activity. So if you think that is a melon, that can be called melon. I know this is a mushroom. Okay, and then ultimately what you're going to do, and so what you'll end up creating is something that might look like this. Okay, so these are just some samples that you can kind of get an idea of what you're doing. You're combining shapes to create some sort of person. Okay, rules. Number one, in your original file, I should have had you do this before. Sorry. Your original file, the background should be filled with a dark solid color. So I like green. I'm a big fan of green, so my background should be a dark solid color. Okay, and then the other rules, you have to use every piece of this file at least one time, and you must have at least 15 layers. Okay, so when you're done, count. Did I use the carrot? Did I use the blueberry? Right, have to use everything at least once. And then your object, your person, should have some sort of symmetry, right? You can see the eyeballs, symmetrical, right? You can see evidence of symmetry, and you can see areas where things were duplicated, right? You can see that with this veggie person here. So you should have no problem reaching the 15-layer minimum and using every layer at least once. We've had some really awesome creative things made by students. So, all right, make sure you save your work. That's part of the grade here, okay? And save early, save often. Don't have something go wrong when you're having fun making a file. We want to make sure that you're able to retrieve your file on Monday, and that you're proud of it, right? Make something you're proud of, okay? All right, have a great day. When you're finished, the crossword puzzles are over on the counter, and they're little sticky notes by hour, so if you haven't finished yours, you may grab it and finish it. All right, see you guys Monday.